I found a new word. There's a video about it. It's called menticide, menticide, and it's basically, the brainwashing, the killing of the brain, right? And we've got people believing delusional science or delusional facts, and they're falling for it. And when logical people see these delusional facts, it really hurts our head. It hurts our brain that, and then they censor us when we question. So we must be over the target. And we just had a Project Veritas video that went viral last night talking about DHHS whistleblowers saying that the vaccines are full of shit. And, now we've got people trying to put masks. And, you're standing up in front of a school board, which houses children who have a 99.9% chance of surviving COVID, and we want to stick stuff in their arm and put masks on them? I mean, what say you, sir?
What I say is that 406 kids died of COVID in a 20-month period, which is a tragedy for every one of the 406, but half of them were already in hospital with other chronic conditions. There are 70 million kids under 18 in this country, so it's 3 in 1 million, and you've got to put that in perspective, tragic as it is. 5 times as many kids die every year from suffocation as they die from COVID-19. So on a statistical basis, it's absolutely analogous to what would you do? Are everyone going to live in a bubble? You're never going to cross the road again. You're never going to eat anything. You're never going to take anything that might have a peanut in it. These are the kind of infinitesimal statistics that they're working on. But it's a lie. And you're right. It makes my head explode every time I turn on the television, every time I go on the internet. It's one falsehood after another. You got a guy in a basement that allegedly got 80 million votes. And you've got a vaccine that anecdotally, and none of us know the truth because they're holding on to it, may have killed thousands of people. And it may have debilitated the immune systems of many, many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Americans. It's not a question of me being an epidemiologist or a scientist, because I'm not. It's a fair question. It's a reasonable question. And, anytime anybody wants to shut you down and tell you can't ask that, you have to ask the question, what are they trying to hide? Why won't they have an honest conversation? Why can't we ask those questions? I posted a picture on social media a couple of weeks ago on another subject of Gates, and he happened to be that picture of him holding a vial, and the thing just disappeared instantly. And you think about the artificial intelligence, the algorithms that they're building in, and then you go down to a school board that today is having a workshop meeting before the meeting, and under sunshine, they're not allowed to take any action, but they're proposing to take an action to limit public input, not only to duration from 3 minutes to a minute, but they also want to limit it to what's on the agenda. And seeing as they set the agenda, what they're basically saying is that you can only talk about what we want to talk about for as long as we want to talk. Well, where was that? Well, never mind where it ends. It's already ended. It's 1984.
All over again.